Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar, and this is my third time trying to make this video. I'm trying not to bore y'all to death because I just have a really hard time with getting to the point. I really want to blame my teachers because had they not told me I need to be more descriptive and detailed with everything that I am talking about, I feel like I wouldn't be this way. But anyway, I'm trying. So here's to take three. Hopefully it'll go well. All right, y'all. So anyway, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are having an amazing weekend. I am just now getting my weekend started. Unfortunately, I got to go in for 2 hours tomorrow for something. I mean, I wanted to say unnecessary, but I mean, it's unnecessary for it to be 2 hours and put it like that. What I went to today was for an hour, and it literally could have been an email. They love wasting people's time. And almost everybody that was in that meeting today, even though there weren't that many of us, I think none of us were working that day with the exception of like one person that was, well, two people that were already there, and I think two of them that were about to come in. But yeah, I just can't. But anyway, it definitely could have been an email. And tomorrow, it could be a 10-minute talk while we on the clock. Just gather everybody together on each shift for 10 minutes. And when we have our little meeting in the morning, it could be a part of that. Like, I'm so serious. Like, they really be wasting people's time to my 2 hours. I gotta come in and do this foolishness tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and I'm dreading it. And I'm just like, Lord, please. Oh, Lord. But anyway, y'all. So let me tell y'all about what's been going on. So work has been going well because y'all know I'm training. And even though it's not for a full-time position, it's just for a piece of a job. Y'all just excuse me. I haven't I haven't dipped my ends. So until I actually dip them, y'all might see me just twisting my hair from time to time. Cause yeah, this is the one time I need to dip my ends because my hair is twisted from root to end. Ain't no braid nowhere to be found. So yeah. But anyway, uh, it's been going great. It's to the point where my friend was like, "You look less stressed." And I thought he was trying to be funny. He was like, "No, I'm being dead serious." And y'all know who I'm talking about. My friend who looks like T Pain, sound like T Pain, except he ain't got locks and he ain't got the money. So, speaking of him, his birthday was the other day. Now, I will always be able to remember his birthday because his birthday is the day after my daddy's birthday. So, yes, my daddy celebrated his birthday the other day. He's 71 years old. And he calls them his bonus years. He's like, "Yeah, I'm starting my bonus years." I still got the little message of that. I love it. But anyway, so yeah, I have to. I was working so much, and I forgot that once I was gonna go back to work, I wasn't gonna have a chance to throw no money in the account for them because by the time I get to work and get off, everything then open and close. That's like that. So. I already let him know that I was gonna throw something in the account for him. Then y'all know Father's Day coming up, so I'm gonna have to, shell out some more cash. I already sent him some stuff as an early Father's Day gift anyway that I sent like a month or two ago. So yeah, and I'm thinking that I'm going to send him some more stuff. Two items that are the same things that I got the guy I'm talking about, whose birthday is the day after my daddy's birthday. So I didn't think he was gonna come on his birthday. I thought that he was not gonna work, and I texted my friend to ask her was he at work, and she said that because of the service that she has, that she did text me a few minutes later before I left the house. Had I actually gotten the message, that's when the message would have came through. But she said that she texted me back, and since I didn't get the message, I was like, you know what, I'm taking a chance. Let me see if he gonna be there. At least I will have brought it, and hopefully I'll be able to get it to him. But I don't want to lug this stuff back here because we're not really supposed to have nothing outside of whatever we're working with. in our areas where we're gonna work. So once I realized he was there, I was like, oh crap, he is here. So I'm glad I brought the stuff. But I had it in my locker. So I had to tell my friend what my locker number was so that she can go and retrieve the items from my locker to give him. And the items were um I ain't got none out here. Uh two containers of the deodorant that I have from Play Pits. Y'all know I live for Play Pits deodorant. That's a black owned business, a black woman uh black owned business or whatever. And y'all know I live. Y'all know I live for that company. I go up for that company. The particular deodorant that I have is called King. And she, the owner of the company, prefers that over Queen, even though a lot of us, most of us go up for Queen. Like we sell that out. Um, but I finally ordered it and I had never smelled it because I'm like, well, maybe I'll switch over to it depending on what it is. And I mean, it don't smell bad. I'm coming down to the end of the one that I have. And I mean, it smells fine. I mean, it doesn't clash with anything that I wear perfume or body butter wise or whatever. So, I'm glad about that. But I don't go up for it as far as the smell or nothing. Like it works like it's supposed to for me. But yeah, I told her to go in my lock and do that. But before he got out of my sight, I sang happy birthday to him as loud as I possibly could. Y'all do not understand how big the area is that we work in. So everybody heard me no matter where I was. And I didn't care. Because to me, if you my friend, I'm gonna act a fool. So, you know what I'm saying? And he's in a great place now. So I'm just like, okay, cool. So I sang as loud as possible. And my friend was like, girl, you loud, all them people looking at you. I'm like, girl, I don't care. As much as he embarrasses me and loud as he is, I don't care. So at first he was here for it and he was like doing all like this. Then when I got to that high note, he ran off like he got like a little emotional and then he came back right. And I was like, oh, okay then. So he was like, he tried to really act like I was embarrassing him. I was like, I do not want to hear that. As much as you be embarrassing me, like he be loud. He be so loud. I be like, oh my gosh. And I mean, at first I used to be like, but now I'm so used to him. Like it take a lot for you to embarrass me now when it comes to him. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good because I done got used to him. So so anyway, I told him that she was gonna go and retrieve the gift and all that stuff, but hopefully he'll like it because he lives for all the black owned businesses and things that I talked to him about. And like everything so far that I've, put him on to, he's liked. So I'm glad about that. I'm very curious as to how he was gonna celebrate his birthday because he seemed like he happy about it. And I'm like, I feel like he might be reconciling with the wife, and I ain't here for it. Now, I'm not saying that because I think he fine and I want him for me, and I think that we should be together, nothing like that. Please don't think that that's what the situation is. I'm, I just can't stand by after seeing somebody be all the way down and out the way that he was. When I tell y'all he was a former shell of himself, I ain't know who I was looking at. I ain't know who I was looking at. Like that's how not here and not present he was. Out on top of the fact that he usually was literally not present because he could not come to work. Or when he did come to work, his mind was just always on what was going on at home or what he experienced when he was at home. Because the fact that he was at this job was one of the things that was the issue. Because it's like, girl, how you gonna try to come at this man about his job when he actually gets paid quite well to do this job? And it don't take a rocket scientist to do it, but we get paid kind of good considering where we at. I'm just saying. So yeah, y'all. I mean, he was down the dumps, but I'm having this sneaking suspicion that he is dealing with this heifer. Whether they are still living, one person living on the second floor, the other person living on the bottom floor, or whatever, I don't know. They might be having some moments. He might have gotten some birthday sex because they still legally married or whatever. But I'm like, I ain't even gonna bring it up. I'm not bringing it up. It is what it is. So I'll support it, but people have to learn. And you know what I'm saying? He grown, he got kids, and he the type of person that you probably won't be able to tell, hey, you shouldn't do that to anyway, and they gotta learn. So I just don't want nobody to go down the wrong road. I really don't. So I don't know how to go about that. But at the same time, I feel like he would be bullheaded about it. So ain't no reason for me to even bring it up. So anyway, I'll leave it be for the time being. But I'll be there if something goes awry and he really did go back try to deal, trying to deal with this heifer. Um. So today I told y'all that I had to go somewhere work related. Went up in there for an hour. So before I got off work the other day for my last day, which is Saturday, that's my Friday, saw somebody I hadn't seen since last month. The person I told y'all that was gonna get engaged finally saw him because he was gonna be off for a week. And so I saw him. I was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? Whatever." Trying to talk to him, right? It was just a situation where after he said, I mean, I'm here, a lot of stuff that went down, because I immediately went at him and was like, okay, so where the video footage and all of that, because he promised me that there was going to be a videographer and all of that was going to capture the moment. All the special moments leading up to it, because they were supposed to basically celebrate a housewarming, and it was a lot that was going to be encompassed in this whole situation all at the same time, because everybody was going to be there. So it was like, okay, everybody going to be here. His folks was going to be there, her folks was going to be there. So is this the perfect time to go ahead and pop the question? So I'm looking like, okay, he said he's going to post it on social media. I ain't seen nothing. Even if I'm not if I'm not hunting down things on his page, the algorithm always pops it up. And please believe, I am following beyond, I don't know how many people on social media. So it's kind of hard at times for the algorithm to really find me, or for me to find it within our algorithm. So, it just is what it is. But anyway, y'all, to make a long story short, some stuff popped off with his folks, and he was just like, I got to get my family stuff straight first before I pop the question, because I don't want her to have to deal with that. And then this dude at work is married to his sister, and he didn't inserted himself in the situation, and his mama looks at him as more of a son than him, and she gave birth to him. And I'm like, come on now, I can't do it. Like, it has been a problem. He was like, I just thank God that I got baptized recently, because like he said, he thanks God that he got baptized recently, because he was about to be in jail behind his mama and his sister. Some things that they themselves were doing. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it's too much. Like, he told me the other day, he was like, it's just too much to talk about. And, I had to leave. He had to start working, so we couldn't talk, obviously. So then he called me today. That's when he, unloaded on me. And, like, you can tell it's taking a toll on him. Like, it's ridiculous. So, even though his girlfriend is fully aware that, he wants to do that, and, she is open to getting engaged and married and all that stuff, it's got to be the right time. And he doesn't think it's the right time right now. He's trying to get all this stuff straightened out. Like, y'all, it's a lot. Then this other person was waiting on me, because he and I were talking. I'm thinking that's the only person I'm going to have to talk to. And then I'm going to, go ahead and go about my day, because they already ruined my day. I had to go to work. Had to come up to work on my day off. And so this is the dude that I told y'all about, that do the same job that I do, who is almost 50 years old. He don't fool with black women or whatever, right? And so I'm talking to him. He venting me about some stuff. Then he was just like, look, it's just so much stuff that's been going on. I got so much stuff to tell you. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? But, he had to go, because he was debating on if he was going to go to the other meeting that was going to start, that was the same exact one I had just came from, to go and get it out of the way, because he do stuff with the VA, through the VA, and it like, he's not going to be able to do it if it's not on certain days of the week. And he said he didn't know that all this. I said, it's so inconvenient. It's so inconvenient. The days that they pick this time, the times that they pick, it don't even make no sense. It's inconveniencing everybody all around. So, I don't know what he got to talk to me about, but I was talking to one of my friends and he texted me back and he was like, oh, he probably want to talk to you about what happened at night. I'm like tonight? Something happened like within the last like 12 hours of them being at work before I got there and some other stuff because he hadn't seen me in like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm just like, child, what is really going on? I don't understand. So I don't know. But anyway, if it's something crazy, I'll let y'all know what it is. Um, oh Lord, what else going on, y'all? I ain't doing nothing but like trying to catch up on shows. The main thing I've really been watching is Shameless. I feel like I might be behind on several episodes of From at this point because I come home and go to sleep. Now, even though when I work these 12-hour shifts, I feel fine when I get home. I don't feel like, oh, I'm ready to go to sleep all day and all this other stuff while I'm there. And then when I get home or whatever, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go to sleep. Like, I'm ready to watch stuff and just, unwind for at least, for me, I want at least 2 hours. And then I want to go to sleep because of how my shift is for 3 days of 12s working, working 12 straight after my half day. And so it's been so bad, y'all. Within 30 minutes, I'm asleep. Like, I done fell asleep. Don't even realize I done went to sleep until I wake up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom or something like that. And I'm like, golly. It's been bad. It's been so bad that my trainer has been the same way. And he has been able to believe it because typically he doesn't get very much sleep. But since he been working with me, he been getting sleep. Now, I ain't been working him. I've been doing well, y'all. I'm so proud of myself. He has been giving me my kudos too. And like when there have been people coming back there who want to know about my progress, he has explained to them that I have more than exceeded his expectations. And so I'm like, I'm glad I'm doing well. I'm still not confident on a lot of this stuff because y'all, where I was working this week, for this to have been such a short week, essentially because we didn't get to do much, it's just too much to retain. It's too much information that I would have to learn. It's no time for me to really grasp it for real like that and say like if I do come back there within the next couple of months that I will have retained it. Ain't no way. I wouldn't be back there enough. Like even if I had the job, you rotate like once a month or something like that. So he told me that there was a time that he wasn't back there for like 2, 3 months. Excuse me, y'all. When they first started it all, when they first started that having that department, created the department and it became operational to the point where he hadn't been back there. He had forgotten everything that they learned. Like they put them through classes and all this stuff so that everybody, literally nobody knew what to do because this is something that has never been done here before. So it just was one of those situations where he had to relearn everything because he's not back there. But, of course he knows a lot now. And I mean, it's just too much. It's too much. I did decent. I did decent the last couple of days that I've been back there. He's been allowing me to do stuff. My name is in like the system. Like my name is in there in the computer system. I'm doing the most. Um, so if something pop up, I could get in trouble if it ain't right. And I've been doing a lot of stuff and stuff I'm not even necessarily supposed to do. I'm doing things that even the breaker's supposed to do just to help out because, I'm caught up on what I'm supposed to do. And he looking at, ain't nobody even ask you to do that. Like nobody's had to tell you, well, to keep busy, why don't you do this or whatever. Like, you ain't gotta tell me to do all that. I'm gonna try to keep busy. I want the time to fly by. That's just how I am anyway. So he is just like, wow, like you are on top of it. Like I was doing everything the breaker was supposed to do back in the part of the department that I was working in this past week. This starts a new week. Today starts a new week for us. So I think we're gonna be the breakers this week. So I'm gonna see how that goes because essentially I'm gonna be breaking out 3 people, but not really. Because where we worked, as long as everything is okay and operational, you can peek back there every now and again and still go where the other people are and really break them out, but just be mindful that that area is where everything begins, and so you do need to peek back there from time to time. you know so it wasn't really nothing going on, so it is what it is. Like if we both left, like there wouldn't have been a problem. I just like later breaks, so I was able to take late breaks the other day. Thoroughly enjoyed that. That helped the time go by as well. And so, yeah, it's been going great. Um, there is somebody that works back there on that shift who approached me and said to me that I needed to put in an application for a job that's up there. And it's basically the same thing that I put in for this time, except it's another job. And I'm just saying to myself, but it's not a real job though. It's not a full-time job. This is a piece of job. I explained to her that I can't even put in for it anyway because I was told that for that position that I would have to wait until after the 28th or the 29th of this month to apply again. So she was like, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you that I need for you to go and put in the application because essentially she's going to be able to have pool, and they want her to pick people that they know or that she knows is going to do what needs to be done, is going to actually work. And so they are fine with her. Whoever she decides to pick, they are fine with her choices. And so she was just like, I see how you work, I know how you work, and I want you to be back here. So I don't know how it's gonna go, but I put in my application. It's kind of tricky because I've already accepted this position, and I mean it's not unheard of that a person who has accepted a position can also be offered another position and then go from that to that. Like they can present me with another one. It's up to them. But I mean, I don't know how it's gonna go. It is what it is. But I told her I applied. You know, it is what it is. Whatever. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Um, I'm not gonna hold my breath because y'all know I had the whole supervisor that was supposed to be helping me, and that didn't work. She's not a supervisor, but she's still kind of up there. And this time, the people that she's talking to are the people who actually gave me this position, offered me this position. So maybe I will get it because there's somebody leaving. Like that's why she kept trying to, drill it in my head. Like, listen, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying to you is, I want you. I got to have you. This man leaving, and there's going to be a position opening up. So I'm probably going to go. If it works out the way that she's envisioning it, I'm going to go from training in that particular part of the department straight into a position, but not specifically his on her shift, because there are people who want that position and they have seniority, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I hate to say it. They get paid the least. I mean, and it's not by a ridiculous amount. Like they get like a couple of cents less than us or something like that. Child. So I'm just saying. But anyway, they have somebody who is willing to go from making the most to the least because he wants to work on what they call dayside. And I'm just like, I don't want dayside. And it's so funny. It's like everything, if it works out, everything is going to be a complete one. It's gonna be a complete circle. I was about to say a 180, but yeah, it's gonna come full circle. That's what I'm trying to say. And all this time been trying to get back there, been trying to get back there, and I'm literally going to probably be able to get on the shift that I've wanted to get this entire time and the job that I wanted this entire time. But we gonna see. I'll keep y'all updated on that. But anyway, ain't not really going on with me. I'm just about to get back to watching some more Shameless. I have plenty of shows that I'm behind on that I can watch. I need to be watching Manifest. It's just so many shows. I don't know how far behind I'm on. I just saw it pop up on the screen on the Blacklist, and I was watching that religiously. But yeah, I'm just about to get back to watching that and just relaxing and enjoying myself. If my friend calls me because she want to go take a ride to go get a drink from another city, I will. And no, it's not alcoholic. Y'all just don't understand. There's a place that's no longer here, and in order for you to get it, the closest location is like 45 minutes away. And she goes at the drop of a hat all the time. So I'm like, okay, that's cool with me. My hair's done this week, so if you decide to go this week, I'll be ready. But anyway, y'all, have an amazing weekend. I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here and get back to watching that. All right, I will see y'all next time. Bye.